Hello world, it's Bird Prey 5 Qapla, and welcome to a Sunday Funday for November 10th, 2019. And Sister O'Prey is in earshot, so you may hear her from time to time. Today we're playing Space Engineers, and this is probably the last day of this round. If I had to guess, this round has been plagued by bugs and problems, and frankly, the turds haven't done anything of worth since the first day. And Carogans have had free reign over the server, and it's getting a little boring not having anyone else around. Although I'm going to show off our town of Rockwood because it's just so great. So today's really going to be a day about documenting Rockwood. We are where the turds are choosing not to play, and I understand they are having problems. We had some problems too. Apparently we had random power failures that just the power would go out, ships would crash, get stuck to the ground. It was weird, but nevertheless, welcome to Rockwood. Now, I built the frame of this base, but Azine and T-Berg, definitely T-Berg did a lot of the decorating. You'll see right here, he put up a photo. It's hard to see because of this light source, but you recognize that. This is right outside. This is right outside my cryopod, which he decorated in gold glamour. This is actually one part of the rich mahogany bathroom for me. You've got our soda machine here, or our coffee machine. Now, the entire base was brought into OSHA compliance by T-Berg, including handrails and stairs. I got extra cryopods all around. Here is something T-Berg designed, floating. He has a self-riding custom 10-wheeled vehicle and drill ATV variant from Lost Colony scenario, with 3 med cargo and survival kits plus Gatling gun. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. We got some stations here so we can take control of our exterior guns as we need to defend the base, like if we were actually playing somebody. We've got a patio back here you can hang out on. Taking the sights. Now, you guys will see Rockwood in a second. It's a beautiful place. Anyway, let me get to the chat before I forget. Hector is asking where Yosef was. That was a little early. Thomas Potts was first and says, hi, hello, Thomas Potts. And Thomas Potts puts in a $4.99 super chat. Good, the Turtistain plane bore you to death is working. The plan to bore us to death is working. Yeah, it's working, Thomas. It's working. Azine says, hey there. Welcome, Azine, loyal Carogan. Hector says hello to Azine, and also to Mama Prey, Sassy, and Bird. Thank you, Hector. Mama Prey is waving. Surf Trictronic says, so-and-so Joe is going to leave you some used napkins again. That's probably true. Actor says, of course it's boring, banning the best faction of the game. Nobody's been the alpacas. Never mind. Mike Richards says, greetings from Columbus, Ohio. Oh, great bird of the internet. Greetings, Mike Richards. Josh Street says, all hail, damn it. You evil Bird of Prey 5 trying to brainwash people into supporting your evil beagle-eating nation. We do not eat beagles. The beagles get food. They are not the food. John DeMarco says, hi, everyone. Hello, John DeMarco. Hector says, gold plating things, never tacky. Exactly. Never. And Hector says, red disco plating, copyright T-Berg. 47 Yorktown says, good afternoon, Mr. Bird. Good afternoon, 47 Yorktown. Azine's asking Hector how he is, and not Ryan Johnson. Says, hello, on Qapla. How long will it take for someone to start triggering Bird with Frank and Freddy comments? I have found Zen. I can no longer be triggered by Frank and Freddy comments. There are people who are making up lies that Frank Sinatra was a gay lover with Freddie Mercury. I didn't even know who Freddie Mercury was, apparently. Huh? Well, he's not, though. But he's not. Well, he didn't. He's Frank Sinatra is a confirmed heterosexual. Not that there would be anything wrong if he wasn't, but many, many women and wives. Vast number of bastard children. Nope, never did. Okay, so this is the inside. Let's get outside here. Oh, hello. Hello, Azine. How are you? Azine is doing a little dance or something. So let's go outside. Also, I'm about to, let's see, is there any turds on? There are not any turds on, so I'm about to use my admin powers to cheat and make it daylight so that you guys can see what's going on here. First, do notice that we're actually in a beautiful, fertile, green valley, right? I mean, it's nice. The O2 is high. It's warm. It is not that freaking Rora Pente that Anti-Trekker chose to start the round in that doesn't even have enough oxygen to live off of. So this is the town. This was actually the founding of Rockwood. It's been greatly expanded by Azine and T-Berg. And I'm not sure if anyone else has been in the game. Wesley was in the game a bit, yeah. So it's been expanded. We've got assemblers. We've got various mining craft. A number of other smaller craft have been put in. We have Azine has been busy building his Hyperion, the ultimate weapon in the game. They could single-handedly take out all of the turds. We got plenty of extra lighting. Is there still something in the sky? No. Okay, we had another large ship in the sky at one point. It seems to have moved on. Yeah, we got some great. We've got power. Now we don't have. I don't know if we have any reactors in this base. We got a lot of wind power spread around. I've also put some underground wind power, which is actually more powerful than you might imagine. I had to dig this out with the mining vessels, but yeah, it's pretty cool. It's a consistent source of relatively safe power under some heavy blocks, so they can't be easily shot at. We've got over here is this will be the bulk. This would have been the bulk of the Carogan fleet. This is the SOB Enforcer, a prototype vessel, nuclear powered. That can fly for days and days at a time, have thousands and thousands of rounds of ammunition to keep the skies clear of turds. It's the upgraded model from, as you guys might remember from the last time we streamed. This is the Hornet. Now this is the Hornet Mark II, because the first one Thomas cowardly destroyed with an explosive device. But this is the Hornet Mark II. It's identical to the first Hornet, except I added a solar panel to keep its batteries fresh. The only problem with the Hornet is that it goes through ice pretty quickly. This is our gunnery range. This is fun. Here, where's we have a warning here that beyond this point is their gunnery range. So here's one of the targets. You might recognize this fellow. He's a leader of an evil nation. So if you need to practice shooting, or here, we could come in here and we can look around. Oh, what's that? What's that? Oh, well, let's aim right between the eyes. There we go. Come on, there we go. Ah. Oh, bam. That was. I think we could take out the light too. Yeah. Live fire exercise over here. And let's see. What else? What else do we got? Oh, this is the best. This is the best. I have to thank T-Berg, I believe, mostly for this. Yeah. These are the shipyards. T-Berg created this garage here. I gotta put in the secret code. Don't look. Don't look. It's absolutely not the code an idiot would have for his luggage. Look at that fine wheeled vehicle. Idiot's luggage. Spaceballs. I have Bird of Prey 5 here on the license plate. And what does it have here? Dear Bird of Prey 5, this modified Lost Colony rover is for you to make up for toppling the bird tower, which he didn't have to do, but it was very nice of T-Bird. The rover has a self-righting gyro, a handling gyro, and a repair projector. It has a Gatling turret and room for 4 orphans. I won't call it unbreakable, but it has anti-son-of-a-bitch technology. T-Berg. And then if we come along the side here, you can say the Benevolent Bird of Prey 5, Carogan Orphan Outreach Program, free asbestos ice cream, and ATV rides to the uranium mines. You see, it actually has room for 4 orphans. So this is when I drive around Turkestan, looking for orphans to bring back to better lives in the Caroga uranium mines. And I haven't driven it yet, but I'm told that it's pretty much bird-proof, in that it shouldn't overturn or anything. So let's see what happens if I undo the connector. Oh yes, yes, yes. What are those things? What are 5 and 6? What are 5 and 6? Spotlights, warning lights, gyroscopic lift is turned off. A Gatling gun. Okay, control it. There we go. We can fire. We can take control. We can take control of the Gatling gun by just pressing 9. Or not. I don't know. There we go. We turn it on. Then we can take control by pressing 9. I like it. I like it. Also, just for safety reasons, we've limited the maximum speed of this thing. I don't know if I can make it up the canyon walls, but I'm loving my rover. So I really wanted to thank T-Berg for it. Okay, let's get to some chats. Josh Street says, oh, I read that one. John DeMarco says, hi everyone, welcome John. Oh, we read that one too. We read that one too. I read that one. Okay, Mike Richards says, a Zen bird. I'm not sure I can handle that. You can. Don't worry about it. Thomas Potts says cheater, but of course we don't know who he's talking about. Not Ryan Johnson says bird will never be Zen, not genetically possible. I disagree. Agnes says Azine very well, feeding a pigeon. We are rehabilitating. Oh, well, I hope the pigeon pulls through and does well. Josh reads, bird of prey, when are you going to show the Frank and Freddie wedding home movie? Well, there was no such thing, so I can't. Azine says, actor very cool. Is it getting better? And Star Trek Nitpickers says, this is awesome. Welcome, Star Trek Nitpickers. If you guys have not seen Star Trek Nitpickers' channel, please check it out. He does some great videos. He did a recent one on Orville comic books, which, as much as I love the Orville, I have not yet read the comics. I haven't bought the comics. I kind of forgot the comics came out. But I loved his videos. Now I feel like I know what went on. I still want to hope I'll get the comics at some point. But you should check out his videos. And he usually does Star Trek videos, obviously, with Star Trek Nitpickers. But yeah, check out the Star Trek Nitpickers channel. Agner says Azine still has a scar in the head, but it's starting to learn to fly upwards. Okay. Azine says, well, that's something. Thomas Potts says, your own gun shot it. Rewatch your stream. I was trying to blow it up. Sure, Thomas. Sure. John DeMarco says, the nuclear vessels are actually in Caroga, indeed. Although this is Caroga Valley, here let me show you where's Rockwood? There it is. There it is. We have the history. We have the history down here. Rockwood news. Rockwood is growing. Rockwood was founded by Bird of Prey 5 in the fertile valley of Caroga. All hail Caroga. I'm sorry. Somebody X'd out what followed Caroga because they were afraid of giving away too much info in the stream. But it's actually the fertile valley of Caroga Canyon. Now, I know T-Berg's going to get angry because I just said that we're in a canyon, but I think if you have eyes, you can kind of tell that this is a bit of a canyon. So I don't feel too bad for saying that.
Captain's log, stardate 7414.1. Our best estimates place us some 4 hours from Earth.
Joseph Patrick is here with a €2 super chat. Says, I am here. Feel free to start. Hi, oh praise and flock. Thank you, Joseph, and thank you. We will start now. We will start now. Good for you to make it. Actor says the Hornet MK2 is identical to the first. So Caroga is like Hollywood. Well, yeah, that's... Well, it would be Hollywood if I changed out the Hornet and I gave it well, I swap genders or something, then it would be the same. But we got 100% hydrogen, which is cool. All's well in the Hornet. I gotta go find my where's my rover? Where's the rover? There it is. There it is. Let's see if we can rover up this mountain. Let's see if we activating. Ah! Okay, I see. That gyroscope turns us over. So that's why we keep it off. Slowly going up the mountain. I don't know. This looks too. Oh, I fell out. Ah, shit. No. Slow down. It's bird proof, but not if I accidentally hit F and fall out. No. Ah. Shoot. Okay, so now I engage that gyroscope, or maybe I don't have to. Yeah, now I engage that gyroscope. It's number 7, and that will turn me. That rights me. There we go. It is. What do you know? It is kind of bird proof. Okay, let's try going up this again. Okay, that looks like our path. That looks like our path here. No, I don't want to keep getting out. The D button is so close to the F button. Come on. Oh, that's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough climb. Ah, we need thrusters. Ah, shoot. Okay. Do we have thrusters on here? Well, let's read some more comments. Actress is the Hyperion MK2. Looks a lot like the old Hyperion. Yeah, it's got the same basic structure. I believe there's been some adjustments for the different mods that are not in the game now. Mike Richards says, the Turtistan salute. Thomas says, so you're promoting violence against anti-tracker. Isn't that a violation of YouTube terms of service? No, I'm not promoting violence against anti-tracker. We were simply playing with our guns, checking that they work. Agnes says the light is still on, I think. Josh Street says, that's right, Bird, your code is 54321. Azine says, Hector, well, it's actually closer to the first of its class. The Erebus that was built without mods. The Hyperion is the Laser Impulse Warp Core refit. Oh, did I mispronounce which ship it was? My bad, Azine. Mr. Miles says, first, welcome, Mr. Miles. Resolute Germ says, no time like the present. John DeMarco says, bird proof sounds like a challenge. John Street says, lol, nothing in Space Engineers is bird proof. Life with Matthew says, Qapla, bird of prey and all. Qapla, life with Matthew. Agnes says, a single ray of light enters the front. Bird is blinded by the gold plating and crashes into a mountain. It could happen. Actor says bird safe speed is below scientific bird safe speed is below scientific measure. I'm mildly insulted by that actor. Mike Richards says bird loves his rover like a man loves a Jeep or a car. Yes, I do. Josh reads his actor bird safe speed is slower than snail or molasses, whichever is slower that day. Multi-Gunman is claiming first, but so is Mr. Miles. Multi-Gunman says, hey, Bird, how's it going? It's going good, Multi-Gunman. Hope you are okay. And Multi-Gunman is saying he's first, but then Mr. Miles says he's double first. Oof, I don't know you can beat double first, Multi-Gunman. Actor says, you are lucky. Turdistanis are too lazy to search for you. The Turdistanis have basically surrendered. Multi-Gunman says infinity times infinity first. Oh my god, that's infinity squared. Thomas Potts says he's lucky when Carogan health is at 0, they stay alive. I died many, many times that day, Thomas. I was not invincible. For whatever reason, I could survive with my health at 0. But surely, had I got injured anymore, I would have died. Like I died the other 8 times that day. Mr. Miles says time paradox first. Oof. And Josh reaches Bird already lost his new wheelchair. No, it's perfectly fine. Multi-Gunman says double stamp C's first. Double stamp C first, no cancels. Josh reads says lol, no match. So much for Bird proof. Mr. Miles says first. Actor says now he only lost 5 health. Multi-Gunman says, Bird, you're space drunk. Go home. I am home. John DeMarco says, Bird proof lasted real long. Actor says, warranty 20,000 miles or until Bird gets behind the wheel, whatever happens first. Multi-Gunman says, Bird wasn't promoting violence against anti-tracker. He was promoting racism against hobbits. A small but distinct difference. And Yosef says, license revoked. Sincerely, your DMV. T-Berg, I'm first, and I'm in the game. Lol, welcome, T-Berg. Yes, much of this is thanks to you. I had a very, very simple design. The engineer in me doesn't care about, making things look good so long as they're functional. But T-Berg came in, decorated, added all the fancy stuff, made it feel like a home. Made it feel more like a Galaxy class instead of a Defiant. Mr. Miles is Bird of Prey. Don't you question if I can be double first. Oh, I wasn't questioning, Mr. Miles. And Nicole Malo, welcome, Nicole, says, no, I'm first. We've got a lot of firsts here today. Let's see. Can we do it? No, in fact, that was probably the worst possible. I think we're totally stuck. Oh. Let's see. Yeah, that was no good. Okay, turning on lucky number 7. Oof. We got a bit of a fire problem here. I need more computers. Son of a bitch. Okay. Luckily, I put this on the roof so I could pull out stuff without having to go in. Go to main. There we go. Also, this roof access. This was added by T-Berg. It's a nice way to go. We'll go out from downstairs. But the whole base is accessible without using hydrogen. It's actually pretty ingenious in that he built this all around the stuff I had previously built, And I had made absolutely no intention of ever making it, walkable from top to bottom. But he did it. He did it. I'm impressed. That's color me impressed indeed. And then we have a front porch here, which is cool. And let's see, I did build this. I built this to hold my little assembler vehicle. I tell you guys, if you're building a ship of any size, using an assembly ship, I mean, like something like this, you can make in 5 or 10 minutes if you got the parts. Just 2 welders, a battery, 1 battery. 2 welders, 1 battery, 1 medium container, and a couple of medium conveyors, or actually I guess it's the large conveyor, but when connected to a medium container it looks different, and a few atmospheric thrusters. It's actually a pretty great design. It makes building so much quicker. You just load in all your material, you build something like this. If you've got the blueprint for it, you can literally build this in 3 minutes. Just zoom, you could fill that whole thing up and build this thing in 1 pass. Well, let's take it up. Okay, we're gonna hit number 3 to turn on the engines, and we're hitting 1 to shut off auto lock, 2 to shut off the lock, and now we'll lift up, and then we'll hit 1 to rearm auto lock, and this vehicle flies really great. Really great. 4 turrets, 2 front, 2 back. Very, very easily locks on to any enemies without me having to do anything. Of course, if I wanted to take somebody out manually, I still could, as I got guns on the front, 3 guns, and I can go onto camera view. I can see exactly where I'm shooting, and if I hit 9, I enable the guns, and we can shoot downrange very easily. Boom, 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 boom. Now there's a variant that I built offline. Actually, I had also, but I took them off. I had missile launchers on here, but since we have no platinum, we can't build missiles apparently. So I cut the missile launchers off. But the SOB Enforcer now, if we were in a real game, we'd have a dozen of these ships, and they would just be flying around, park them over turd targets, and just let them unload completely. And they're so easy to build that you could just use them as disposable ships if you had to. T-Berg, Zine is saying, I couldn't manage to break it, but I guess we will find out. I put the parking brake on as it's rolling downhill. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Azine. Yeah, let's go check on our rover. So let's land. Oh, well, one thing I will show you guys is that although I didn't build on a lake this time, where are we? There we go. We got a beautiful lake. We got a beautiful lake not far away. So we have easy access to the ice. Oh.
Yeah, okay. Ow!
Are you okay?
Oh, she bit my...
Sister Sassy is going nuts.
Sassy?
Is that the rover? It is the rover. It is the rover. So Sister O'Prey is going out for a bit, I guess?
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. You're coming in for a landing. Why aren't these locking? Huh. There we go. There we go. Okay, we've locked. We've landed. Thank you to whoever brought this over. T-Berg says, hop on the rover, Azine. This Uber driver is slow. I know, right? Wow. Okay. Oh, we got passengers. We got passengers. How do I gotta take off the parking brake. There we go. One undoes the parking brake. So let's see, where can we go? Where can we go with Azine and T-Berg on board? If I get up enough speed, maybe I can make it up that mountain. No, we can't. We can't make it up there. Maybe this direction. Yes. I wish I could adjust the camera, but I can't. If I slow down, we'll lose all momentum. This is actually is performing tremendously well. Okay, we gotta adjust the camera a little bit. There we go. Oh yeah, this is fun. We're gonna see if we can get a little air here. No air, but hey, I didn't even realize we got this big open field over here. This is amazing. This does handle great. Look, I can't even roll it. Even if I turn it as tightly as possible, the damn thing won't roll. This is freaking amazing. If I ever needed to have vehicle designed, land vehicle, yeah, T-Berg's the one to do it. Captain Picard's rover. Yeah. I wish we had a target. Oh, I hit tab. Let's see. Oh, is this desert? Have we come to the desert? Oh, amazing. Now we're in desert. I love it. Hey, how can I bet there's some way. Let's put the brake on. I bet there's some way I can increase the speed. I know they tried to lock me out. They tried to lock me out from going too fast. But I think I can figure out speed limit. There we go. I've taken the governor off. Now we're going to have fun. Ah ha ha. Yes. Yes. Oh, look at this. We're airborne. Oh, God. Oh, oh no. Oh. Oh. um. Okay. We did it. We made it out. We've made it out. And this is where the projector comes in handy. You can just do instant repairs. Oh. I love it. I love it. I need radio components. Oh. I don't know if I can get to whatever that is. Oh, I loved it. I loved it. Okay, let's get to some more chat. Where are we? Where are we? Mr. Miles' Bird of Prey, don't you question if I can be double first. I'm not. And then Nicole was first. I think that's where I stopped. Actor says, the best decorator in the game. Yes, T-Bird. Multi-Gunman says, I am the first winner. All of you are the first losers. Oh, man. And Multi-Gunman then corrects his spelling. Mr. Miles, I will not be dethroned. T-Berg says, hit the rollover gyro button. I figured it out, T-Berg. Mr. Miles says, burn him first. Oh, that's the worst first. Nicole says, how the hell did you get that thing up there? Which thing? Actor says, you're on fire. Yes, I am on fire. Thank you, Actor. Kennewick says, thou shalt not mention Burnham. Indeed. John DeMarco says, so many firsts. What's this, a Jem'Hadar division? Ah, yes. Very good. Excellent reference. Multi-Gunman says, damn it, there's no defeating Burnham first. Miles wins. Kennewick, Sapien says, rim shot. Actor says, so you basically did nothing in the game, Bird. No, I built a base. I built ships. I didn't do the decorations. They did a lot of mining, too. I'll give them that. They did a lot of work. They put in a lot more hours than I did, too, to be clear. Kennewick says freeloading is the Carogan way of life. No, it's ask not what Caroga can do for you, but what you can do for Caroga, Kennewick. Miss Miles says, I feel kind of dirty right now, though. Yeah, you invoked Burnham. Mr. Miles says, though. Molding Gunman says, Mr. Miles, there's no coming back from playing the Burnham card. You're scarred for life. Okay, what are they saying? Okay, we can at least say bird resistant. Ah, I gotcha. 90 seconds, good as new. I think the license plate next. I like the license plate next. Best, says T-Bird. Zine agreed and says, since Bird of Prey is showing off the base, I built a backup in case turds figured it out. Yeah, I knew there was a backup, but let's face it, these turds, they're not figuring anything out. They're not coming over. We have total domination of the level. Oh man, I wonder if we'll ever be able to get this thing back. Back to where it was. Do one of you want to drive while I read comments? Let's see. Let's see if one of them want to drive while I read the comments. And this way we can have something interesting going on for you guys to watch. There we go. So I'm a passenger. But holy crap, look at that. Look at that. I want to play the Dixie song from the Dukes of Hazzard. Oh yeah. Oh well, looks like we're gonna spin. And we got some fire. Anyway, let me get to the comments. Actress says, well, he is God Emperor, so technically he has to do nothing. Nicole Malo says, crash time. Actress says, you almost splatted T-Berg against the windshield. Oof. Oof. That was a hard hit. That was a hard hit. The chairs are gone. The chairs are gone. I don't think I have enough supplies to fix it. Oh, I did. I fixed one. Oh, I fixed two. Okay. My power's a little low. I gotta have my last coffee. There we go. I bumped the power up from 76 to 78. 75 to 78. Multigovernment says, bird. Where's the chicken wing deep fryer and beer tap on that ship? And don't tell me there isn't one, or I'm unsubbing. It's in the sub basement. Actress says 2 guns in the back will get more action than the ones in the front in the bird commanded ship. Clever. Not Ryan Johnson says crash imminent. And Trek95 says greetings, Bird of Prey 5. Greetings, Trek95. Welcome. Not Ryan Johnson says great. Bird is now going to kill other people from his driving. Actress is sitting in the exterior of a vehicle driven by Bird. Big cojones. Actor says beats most roller coasters, skydiving, and Tide Pod eating. Josh Street's lolling. Actor says, yeah, pod eating it is. Mike Richards in a song, get your motor running, heading out on the highway. I don't know that. Josh Street says, Bird broke it. Nicole Malo says, yes, folks, Bird crashed a rover. Life with Matthews is Bird of Prey. I got the governors off. 10 seconds later, oh no, I'm airborne. I was happy about being airborne. Actor says when he got the governor of his tricycle, the O'Fray family had to move out of Texas. Let me tell you, when I was in Dominican Republic for work, we were staying at a resort in La Romana. And Mr. Frank, who was the boss, obviously, the billionaire, he was renting this beautiful home on the water. But this whole area was a resort, so it had private homes, it had a hotel, or more like cabanas. Anyway, as part of the hotel, you got a gasoline-powered golf cart to drive around, because, I mean, it was miles from one side to the other of this place in La Romana. Anyway, so I had my golf cart, and when we'd go to the house that Mr. Frank rented, the house, not gonna say housekeeper, she didn't clean the house. She was the house manager, the grounds manager. It was her and her son who lived there, and her son was like 12 years old or 13 years old. Anyway, he knew how to take the governors off of... it's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a hard hit. Okay. Not so bad. He knew how to take the governors off of the gasoline-powered golf carts that the hotel gives out. So luckily he did that for me because that same night that I finally got the governor taken off, I was being chased by dogs on my way back to the hotel. I had to go through, you have to cut through a construction site to get from the houses back to the hotel. And the construction site had a pack of wild dogs running around. And they were literally chasing me. I had to go full speed on the golf cart. And I was holding on to a backpack I had because I didn't want to lose it, because that would have bounced right off when I hit a bumps. Thankfully, those dogs looked hungry. Those poor dogs. They looked really hungry. They did not look like happy dogs. But I made it to the hotel, and the dogs stopped chasing as we got closer to the hotel for whatever reason. Probably for bad reasons. Probably the hotel security would probably do stuff to those dogs if they got too close. I don't want to think about it now, but hey, it was me or them, and luckily I was able to outrun them on the golf cart. So yeah, I know you don't want to have the governor on if you're being chased by wild dogs, or wild Turdistanis for that matter. Actor says, when he got the governor off... I just read that. Joseph says, it's a car, it's a plane, it's a wreck. Trek 95 says, Mr. Miles, you rock. Thomas Watson says, T-Berg is the best decorator. Might as well let him screw up the restaurant. He's good at that. Nicole says, the rover you had stuck on the mountain, lol. Shronmore says, greetings, Bird will pray 5, Mom will pray 5, and fellow nerds. Greetings, Shronmore. Shronmore says, and greetings to Sassy, chaser of cats, eater of cookies, stalker of cardinals, defiler of cushions, and scourge of the squirrels. Indeed. Thomas Potts is Bird of Prey. Job is to come in and finish battles after his minions take the damage. Joseph Petrix is Thumbs Blue. That's a reminder to like the stream. Thank you so much. Shronmore is calling Quantum and Atomic first. First of all first Mac Firstington. Shronmore, I don't know if that beats Burnham first, but welcome. And Mr. Miles says thank you to Trek 95. Hey guys, before I forget, a little programming note change this week. Tomorrow will be a bed live stream at usual time, like 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern time, start time. Tuesday, however, instead of City Skylines, Tuesday is going to be Deep Space Nine Tuesday. We'll be doing, I believe it's episode 7 of the season. We're going to do it this Tuesday, November 12th. Wednesday, November 13th, will be a special bed life stream. And then Thursday, I'll do City Skyline since I have it in a couple of weeks. Friday will be regular bed life. And then weekend will be weekend as usual. Kind of what's... Oh, so the Wednesday special live stream will be around the same time as the Wednesday Deep Space Nine usually is. Again, around a 4 to 5 p.m., closer to 5 p.m. Eastern start on Wednesday. So, yes. That's just so basically just Deep Space Nine is moving to Tuesday this week, and Wednesday will be another bed life stream for a special occasion. Josh Streets' bird. Caroga has to do that to you making. Caroga has that to do you making so Turtistan can log into the server. Let me read that again. Bird. Caroga has to do to you making so Turtistan can log into the server. I'm not sure what we're going for there. Thomas Potts' bird of prey. Still in admin mode. Cheater. Damn it, Thomas. Alt F10. That's not F10. God damn it. What the hell did I just do? G-Force experience. No. F1, F2, F3, F4, F5, F6. Alt F10. There's nothing here. These are the admin modes. None of the admin modes are enabled. I did adjust the daylight before so that you guys could see what was going on. There's nothing else. I don't believe. Oh, I guess I should get off. So yes, they brought it back here to the garage. Very, very cool. I loved it. Performs excellent. Lots of fun. I'm ashamed that we're probably going to lose this in a day or so, because I doubt the turds are going to want to continue in this round. And I understand why. I mean, don't get me wrong, I understand why, but it's just a shame. Though we've had our fun, I do thank Anti-Tracker for not taking down the server immediately and letting us enjoy our time for a bit. T-Berg says, time for gunnery school, Birdo Prey. Gunnery school, huh? Is there more stuff to shoot? I did shooting earlier. Oh, ha. Okay, I won't shoot. I almost shot a Zine. Or T-Berg. Who was that? I got him? Oh, damn. Oh, no. Yes, it's friendly fire. It was for Zine. Oh, I'm sorry, Azine. I wasn't expecting to see you there. Oh, he resurrects automatically. It's honestly, it's a minor inconvenience. He gets all of his stuff back. Always an anti-tracker flipping the bird around the corner, says T-Bird. Oh, is there another anti-tracker somewhere? I gotta bring out the other gun. Let's see what's going on. T-Berg could set up another photo. Whatever you think, T-Berg. I don't see. Oh, so this. Oh, that's just the black rock. Where was this? Where's my cave? There it is. There it is. This was a cave I had started drilling in an attempt I was going to reach the lake, but the lake is actually a few kilometers away, and after it took me like 15 minutes to drill this far, and I realized that I hadn't even moved 1/10 of a kilometer on the distance to the lake. I said, never mind. But I was going to do this so we could run a conveyor right from the lake to bring ice right to the base. But, no, it just, consider if we were going to be on the server for a long time, I would have done it. But considering that I knew we only had a few days left at most on the server, I didn't want to spend the whole time getting ice. So Not Ryan Johnson says Bird has a vehicle on fire, par for the course. Actor says Bird will be the next Ghost Rider. Actor says with a Jeep on fire. Dr. Alex says hello, Bird O'Prey 5. Hello, chat. Hello, Dr. Alex. Mike Richards says born to be wild. Yeah, born. I did that terribly. Actor says Sassy asks you to lick the like button. I love that. Yes. Lick the like button for Sassy. Dr. Alex says we saw Bird O'Prey's driving in my last video. That's true. Thomas Potts says I can't believe someone drives worse than Bird. Multi-Gunman says they were guard dogs. Bird was stealing. No, they were not guard dogs. Mark Andy says this just in. Bird admits to bribing 12-year-old Dominican boy to do something illegal. No, I didn't bribe him. He offered and I didn't have to pay him. He did it for free. Treg95 says Bird would never steal. Actually, Treg95, I have a confession to make. I did steal once. Once that I'm aware of. There was also a time as a kid that I didn't intentionally, but Mom O'Prey got stopped by the security in the local supermarket. Mortified that looked like I was trying to steal something. We were in a supermarket. I couldn't have been more than 2 or 3 years old because I was in the wagon, you know, in the wagon where you put your kids and their feet stick out and they face you as you push the wagon through the store. I mean, I wasn't, you know, I couldn't sit in that for very long. I was a big kid. Yeah. So I couldn't have been very old at all, but it's one of my early memories. But I believe it was a box of Cracker Jacks. I had asked, we were going down the aisle and I asked Mom O'Prey for a box of Cracker Jacks. And she gave it to me. And now I knew I couldn't eat it in the store. So I put it next to me in the wagon. And then when Mom O'Prey got to the counter and took out all the stuff, and she had to have taken out probably at the time, like 1984, 85, you know, $60, $70 worth of stuff, meats and, huh? Okay, yeah, no, well before 84. So 82 maybe. 82 at tops, maybe 80, 81. She probably had a pretty good sized food order, and I'd forgotten that they were there next to me, and so she took all the stuff out and she paid for, you know, a ton of stuff, but I forgot that the Cracker Jacks were there. Nobody noticed. We got all the way through. We got to the receipt and we were going out the door. And the security guard puts his arm out and he's like, please stop, come with me, ma'am. And we're like, oh my God, what's going on? People are looking. And there was the Cracker Jacks box that I forgot was there. And yeah, he stopped me. I was shoplifting as a kid. We got caught. But then as an almost adult in college, I was working on my senior design engineering project, which was an infrared parking meter system. And I'd gone to Home Depot to try to find a case in which to put all of the electronics into, because we were showing it off to New York City. Not that I really thought anything would come of it, but the professor did get me a meeting with somebody from New York City to show it off as potential use in parking meter technology. So I needed to make it look halfway decent. So I went to Home Depot and they had this damn perfect thing that was a clear plastic cover and backing that you would use to put over a thermostat. Like if you were a landlord in a building and you didn't let your tenant change the thermostat for some reason, you put this box over the thermostat so the air could get in and the tenant could see the temperature, but they couldn't touch it to turn it unless, they had one brain cell and they folded out a hanger, a wire hanger, and then they could do whatever the hell they wanted. But they sold these things, and it was perfect, and I needed it, and I absolutely needed it that night. And they only had one left, and they couldn't sell it. They couldn't find any more. And I'm like, well, will you sell me this one, the floor model? And it was attached. It was screwed into a board. And they're like, no, we can't take it off the board. Sorry. And they left. And I was like, shit, I need this, though. And, you're in college. You do things you wouldn't otherwise do. So I had to take it down. And I put it in the wagon. Now, there was no barcode on it. I couldn't buy it. I couldn't technically buy it, but I put it in the wagon. I put it in full view. I bought an equivalent amount of other stuff I didn't need, just so I didn't feel bad. And then when I went through the cashier, it was just in the wagon, and to them it must look like, Home Depot, people bring things in with them sometimes to match it to things. So I didn't put it on the counter. I just left it in plain view. I put on all the other stuff I bought, and the cashier rang it up, and she gave me the total. And like my friend who was with me saw how nervous I was, and they were saying, well, what about that? And so I took something I did buy. I think it was not a vase, but a thing you'd put a potted plant in, with the soil and everything. And I just picked it up and I said, oh yeah, that's going to work fine. And I shoved it in the plastic and I said, look, it's a perfect fit. It was it was so stupid. It wasn't a perfect fit at all. But I had nothing else I could think of to diffuse the situation and make it look like that I brought it along to match it to something. I was like, yes, it's a perfect fit. And I'm like, oh my God. And we got out of there, and I was looking behind me. Nobody at Home Depot was going to stop you at like 9 p.m. at night in a 24-hour store because you're walking out with a $15 plastic thermostat cover and you bought $20 worth of junk to cover the costs. So yes, I have stolen. I was bad. I admit it. I can live with it. I can live with it. I can live with it. All it cost was the self-respect of one Hofstra engineering student. Actress's bird should have been seated in the back seat. The Rover is front heavy. Well, I did move to the back. Multi-Gunmans is the governator, a.k.a. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Old news. What has he done for us lately? He gave us Dark Fate. I can't even believe he took that. I think less of Arnold Schwarzenegger for taking on the role of Carl. It certainly makes me think less of him. Surf Trictronics is the Klingon Empire is the size of a basketball because they showed it on screen on the Wrath of Khan. Absolutely, Surf. It's proof. It's proof. It's canon. Kenowix's anti-tracker convinced me the Romulan Star Empire was really only 2 planets. Yeah, I know. It's some weird stuff. I think anti-tracker has been lying to us I think he has been smoking something. Something not quite legal in Tennessee. John Street says, what bird had a stream schedule here? We all thought Bird just streamed when he wanted. No, I try to follow that schedule. Surf Trictronics says RSE is actually only 2 asteroids. Oh, the Romulan Star Empire is actually only 2 asteroids. Could be. Because, you know, we never see Romulus in TOS. So maybe they only find Romulus in Next Generation. Actors says, Bird of Prey, now repeat all that weekly programming, but with Spanish days of the week, please. Okay, Mundeo es Bedo Lifio and E Tuzdada. Oh, E Taco Tuzdada S Deep Space 9. Oh, Deep Space Nien. K Wico. Esta Wednesday A Bien. Feliz Cumpleaños. A Thirdade. S City Skylines. E Fredea. S Beto Lifo Ageno. K Si hablo español. I should put that. I should put that on Dear Bop. Si hablo español. Yes, Dear Bop. Now, si hablo español. Thomas Potts says Wednesday is the anniversary of Frankie and Freddie wedding. Zen, yes. At peace, inner peace, okay. Breathe in. Breathe out. Josh Street says Thomas wasn't Frank and Freddie's wedding, a week-long event. Shrek 95 says 2 weeks long. And Thomas says no, that was the honeymoon. Let's see. T-Berg is saying he can't escape. Uh-oh. Same thing with me when I got me yesterday. Yep. Rubber banding back. T-Berg says, hey, Azine, check out the boss. Raffle. Azine is laughing. T-Berg says, is Bird in a box with 2 in the cryo? Will he suffocate in there? What's going on? Did they lock me in? No, they didn't lock me in, but they were about to. They did lock it in, but I can't. I just spawned outside. I can't get back into the chair. There we go. Okay. Well, let's take a shot. Let's take a shot at Anti-Tracker again. Oh, Anti-Tracker's upside down. Let's go for... Let's take a chest shot. Boom. Oh, yeah. Okay, we'll stop shooting. We don't want to accidentally shoot a Zine. I have control stations at the base. I set them up. Oh, I set them to say Planet Fitness. I was wondering what they said. I noticed that they had said something in red. The control stations are up here on level 2. Oh, yep, Planet Fitness. I don't know why, but sure. And then we can go to the Gatling gun by the front door. And we can shoot at something. Oh, I don't want to shoot at my ship. We could take out a light. Okay. I'll stop shooting at our own stuff. Thomas says that the honeymoon was 2 weeks long. Track 95 with Thomas, I thought the honeymoon was 6 months. And Thomas says, yes, only Caroga can respawn. Actor says, Carogan tradition, dead patriots. Josh reads breaking news. Caroga's in a state of civil war after the evil dictator shoots several of his own people. That is fake news. Multi Gunman says there were no friendly fire incidents in Caroga, only political assassination. More fake news. Actor says they used the torch again, or is it still the basic game? Torch is not working. It's the basic game. Actor says your drilling is weak. Leave those things to T-Berg. Joseph says to Bird, a murder of a friend is a minor inconvenience. John shoots his way. Why Bird shot Azine was to do Azine to eat Bird's beagle bites. Actor says Joseph Patrick worse than an OCP CEO. Thomas Potts is more promoting violence against anti-tracker, admitting to stealing. I'm calling the cops. They won't take me, Thomas. They won't take me. Actor says that crime expired, Potts. Surf Electronics says we used to stuff packs of cigarettes in our popcorn. Wow. Multigunman says I don't believe Bird was ever small enough to fit into a grocery cart. He was born 6 feet tall. I mean, he wasn't born 6 feet tall, but I got there real quick. Thomas Potts says I have the New York City mayor change the law. He likes doing that to groups of people he doesn't like. That's true. Agnes' grocery carts those days were Hummer-sized. Multi-gunman. Multi-gunman Lowell. Thomas' parking meter. Yeah, that was my senior design project was called ERPS. Infrared Parking Meter System. Actor says, what when you're stealing platinum, gold, and uranium from Kurdistan space, you were denying it? I was never stealing platinum, gold, and uranium. Oh! Kurdistani space? It wasn't stealing. If it's in the ground, it's not stealing. I was mining it. It was rightfully mine. Joseph says, Actor, what's OCP? No idea. I have no idea either, Joseph. I figured everyone knew but me. Track 95 says, why did you need the cover? To put it around the electronics so that the microprocessor and the control board and the infrared diodes would look cool. And I could point to them and tell people what they did without having to take everything out of, like, say, a metal case. Actor says Joseph OCP from RoboCop, the glitch that killed the employee. Employee. Actor says, is that Esperanto? Latin? No. Si hablo español, Hector. Nicole says, at McDonald's, at the drive-thru, gave them my order. Long time goes by. They bring out a lot of bags. None of it I ordered, and she walks away. Doesn't ask about money. Drove off after waiting. That's not stealing, Nicole. They gave it to you. Joseph, Actor, thanks. Now I get the reference. Nicole says, hey, it's not my fault if they can't get their act together. No, it's not your fault. Especially after they left you waiting. I wouldn't count that as stealing. Thomas Potts says, Caroga sucks. At least I can capture anti-tracker. Track 95 is overkill there, Bird. Lol. Donnie Pearson, welcome Donnie, says, hello everybody from the greater Seattle area, the soon-to-be Fox-owned and operated television station market. Hope you're doing well on this Remembrance Sunday across the United Kingdom. Tomorrow marks Veterans Day in the United States, Remembrance Day in Canada, and Armistice Day in Belgium, France, and also in the UK. Yes, Donnie, and somebody's dancing. Both Azine and T-Berg are dancing. I did not notice. That's fine. You guys can keep dancing. Yes, tomorrow is Veterans Day in the United States and those other holidays around the world. So tomorrow, be sure to wish Anti-Trekker a happy Veterans Day, since he is technically a veteran, even though I'm pretty sure he was... I'm pretty sure he didn't get an honorable discharge. I think they kind of covered up the fact that he was ever actually in the armed forces. But technically, well, we'll call him a veteran. We'll call him a veteran. He went through boot camp or something. So, no. Honestly, wish Anti-Trekker and anyone else who was in our military or is in our military. Well, I guess if they're in the military now, they're not a veteran. But, wish them a happy Veterans Day. T-Berg says, dance photobomb. Now I get it. Andrew says, no leopard lap dance, T-Berg. T-Berg says, I did the leopard lap dance out by the rover. Donnie says, hello to Anti-Trekker. Is Anti-Trekker here? I don't think Anti-Trekker's here. If he is, I can't see him. Actor says, Space Engineers is now Dance Dance Revolution. Nicole says, 2 wild and crazy guys. I did. And Donnie says, I do thank our vets and our troops for their service. That's very cool of you. We need to get some chicks in here dancing. What's this? Oh. It looks like somebody's thing fell. You see, this is the problem. When people hit P and it undocks everything from the base and they fall down. You should never hit P if you're in Space Engineers. Always use a dedicated toolbar number to disconnect things. In fact, the fear of it falling and being smashed was exactly the reason that I put a floor underneath this. When I first built this, it was just connected to the base, but I could tell what was happening. I said, let me put a floor in case somebody accidentally disconnects them. Azine says, that's a bug. You can take it off. It pulls you back. You can't take off. It pulls you back. Well, I know the connectors have pretty strong, like here. Like this miner, it's very difficult. It's very difficult to get this connected. Okay, I'm gonna... Let's see, is there anybody else in the game yet? F1, F2, F3. No. Okay, so I'm gonna change the time again, just so you guys can see what I'm talking about more easily. So, okay, first we disconnect. I hit 9 to disconnect the connector. I hit 2 to disconnect the landing gear. Okay, I'm hitting 3 to turn on the engines, and I have to hit 5 to turn on the batteries. So now you can see as I'm hitting spacebar now, but I'm stuck. It won't let me, because it's stuck to the connector. It won't let me go up. And if I take my finger off spacebar, I land, and I'll hit hard. However, if I hit maximum forward thrust, it does break. Oh, it's tough, but it does break me out. There we go. Oh, I shut off the gyroscope somehow, I think. Something's going on. I don't have a gyroscope. The gyroscope's incomplete. Okay, I don't know how that happened. Where's the gyroscope? There we go. There we go. Okay. Okay. So, yeah. So you can force yourself away, at least in my experience, force yourself away from the connectors, but yes, it is a bug. It is indeed a bug. I need parts. I need parts to repair my ship. Let's get some parts. Let's extract some parts. I wish there was a way to just take like 100 of everything. Okay. We'll take 44. No, not 344. 44 of those. We still got plenty of metal grids. We'll take 122 small tubes. We'll take 12 radio equipment just in case. I don't need that. We'll take, we got plenty of glass. We got solar cells. Yes, we got solar cells. We got metal grids. We got displays. We got a ton of displays. Computers. We could take some more computers. We'll take 55 computers. Girders. We're good. Detection equipment. We don't have any. We'll take 12 of those. Large steel tubes. We have 15. Let's take 25 more. Medical equipment we don't need. Interior plates. We have 26. We'll take another 22. Motors. Those are important. Let's take 77 of those. Steel plates, we have 415. That should be enough. Construction equipment. Construction component, I don't think we have any. That's something we need a lot of. Let's take 250 of that. And we don't need... do we have reactor components? You know what? Let's take some 40 reactor components to have. Let's swap out one of we have 2 bottles of helium that are at 0. So we'll refill those. And finally, let's put our scrap metal into the refinery. So it can be turned back into ores and whatnot. Okay. That battery was pretty damaged. I still hear crackling. Like something's not quite up to speed. Oh, here it is. It's the light. Okay. I don't know. I still hear crackling. There's something else. Is there a thruster that's not at full capacity? No, they seem to be working. Let's see, let's check. Oh no, we got the ore detector. The ore detector was it. Okay. So that should be good. Let's check. Yeah. If any of these were broken, they'd be in orange if they were incomplete. Okay, so yeah, so this is a little, and here you can see if you need to do. It doesn't have a bad radius if you're not actually mining, if you're just using it to cut through rock. So I'm hitting the right mouse button instead of the left. I'm holding it down. It actually cuts through a pretty decent sized tunnel for just having two drill heads. It's not a bad tunnel size. I mean, that's probably 3 blocks wide. You know. That's why if you want to build a real big tunnel, I have that Uber miner, the red miner. That's over here on the other side. That one. Oh, and T-Berg added some decorations to it. Yeah, these were not in the original plans, but he added the graphic of my face and a head in the jar, and he added a license plate, USOAP 1. I call it the Uber miner, though. It does hydrogen powered and atmospheric engines for extra lift. It does a pretty good job of mining, and you can come back and you can just land, and you know it gets all fed back into the base conveyor system. And these things, these are portable turrets that can be picked up with a landing gear and dropped somewhere, just to rain extra destruction on the enemy, or they can be used for extra defenses. It's a pretty cool design. Oh, yeah. I mean, I like these. I like these little ships. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love the Erebus or the Hyperion, whatever the hell that is. I forget which name Azine is using. But for in-atmospheric stuff, I think small grid ships are probably the way to go. At least for now. Donnie Pearson says, I even think my dad, a United States Army soldier, and my older cousin, a Marine, for their service. Oh, very cool. Surf Electronics says, Anti-Tracker was in the Nasty Guard. They get half of Vets Day. Anti-Tracker was in the U.S. Army, I believe. Nicole says, I meant to say I didn't get a bad chicken dinner. Thomas says, do what you love and cheat to find pirates. Do what you love and cheat to find pirates to fight. Oh, pirates. I forgot about the pirates. Yeah. Donnie says, yes, my friends at the Fox Corporation is swapping its Charlotte duopoly to the Next Star Media Group for the latter's Seattle duopoly and Milwaukee's WITI Fox 6. Interesting. Donnie says more on this is a Google search away. Actor says the problem is when you're in a space in gravity, you think that you're typing in chat and you type a word with the letter Y. 2 ships lost that day. Oh, yeah. Y is like what? Instant power off or something. Surf Trictronics says I joined the army to pay off my student loans, and 3 years later, those nut jobs flew planes into the buildings. I got stop loss for another 8 years. I never in a million years expected that. Surf. Very, very few people, I think, expected that. I am sorry that you had to go through that, but you're here now, so I hope you are okay, and thank you. Thank you for your service, Surf. Obviously, it wasn't the job you were expecting when you signed up, but nevertheless, it was the job you got. Actor says, I heard an explosion near you, Bird o' Prey. No explosions here. Thomas Potts says, Carogans are tone deaf to explosions. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, how long is this round going to last? I made a base in space! Wes, that's pretty cool. Honestly, I don't know. I'm figuring the round's going to end today, tomorrow, the next day. I can't imagine us keeping it around because apparently the turds can't do anything. They can't log in without dying. Even when they don't do anything, they die randomly. And then once they die, they have to exit the entire game to get back in. So if that's happening, it's not a problem for me. Apparently it's a problem for them. So obviously if that's happening, I think the only option we have is to redo the round from scratch. And if we redo the round from scratch, I think most people agree that we need to have bases separated by a distance. A lot of people had problems with the bases being so close together. I'm okay with doing it on a small planet in a small world, like Anti-Trigger made this 100-kilometer maximum world, which is fine. I'm down with that, but I think we should just land in landing pods and start our bases and try to keep them, at least some distance away. I don't think we should be starting with or if we do get started with a preset base, then we know each other's starting location, but they're literally on opposite sides of the planet. And then, over time we can build bases elsewhere. That would be my opinion if we wanted to keep it mostly like this round. But clearly we have to separate the starting positions. T-Berg says, Mamo Prey needs to scold you, Bird. You leave all the doors open when you leave. T-Berg, I am the most anal about closing all the doors in the game. For sure. If I left it open, it was only because I expected to be going right back outside. Even then, I almost always closed the door. I probably only left it open because of the stream. But I always come back and I find the doors open and it bugs me. It's a peeve. Somebody's shooting. Who is shooting? Is there anybody in the chat? Oh, and Azine says he needs the scripts enabled too. Well, I don't know if Anti-Tracker would be go for enabling the scripts. But it's possible. Let's try and land this sucker without crashing. Okay. Coming on down. We gotta level out. We can use our artificial horizon there on the bottom right. So we get mostly flat. That's cool. Although I would say that's not flat, that's flat. I think that artificial horizon leaves a little to be desired. We're getting close. Slightly over. On down. There we go. We have a connection. Okay, so now I'm going to turn on auto lock. The landing gears have engaged. We're turning off the engines. And we're putting the batteries, number 5, to recharge mode. Of course, I didn't actually mine anything. I should have. Since I had it out. But yes, it's a beautiful day here in Caroga Valley. While the turds fight to stay alive in the cold, low oxygen atmosphere that Anti-Tracker picked, we're living in a forest close to the desert. T-Berg says the base is pressurized and heated for your comfort. Thomas is drilled to the center of the planet. There's a surprise there. Well, I think Cinnabon was drilling, and he was finding that the gravity was getting lower the closer he got to the center of the planet. Which, you know, makes sense in real life, but I was surprised it would work that way in Space Engineers. Thomas says, I thought Anti-Tracker was the Continental Army. Oh, you thought Anti-Tracker was in the Continental Army? Or was it the Persian Army at the Battle of Marathon? You know, Thomas, you might be right. Wesley says, are we going to keep going on this round? I don't think so, Wes. Nicole says, what did you say, Thomas? I got ringing in my ear, lol. Or, Wesley says, or are we restarting? I believe we're restarting, but I'm not sure. It's Anti-Trekker's decision as well. Vile Mike says, howdy, folks. I think that Bert is saying that the turds can't do shit. Indeed. Thomas says, Vile Mike, we randomly die and we can't respawn. Can't do much with that happening every 10 minutes. Thomas Potts says, or Bird, we should only fight in space because it's called Space Engineers. Well, I don't care what it's called. If you want to fight in space, you can, Thomas. You don't have to attack us on the ground. Except you can't get to space because you haven't built anything. Vile Mike says, I got that, Thomas Potts. I was making a joke, and you crapped all over it because turds can't do shit. Schronmore says, hail Caroga, Schronmore. And Joseph says, gravity weaker when drilling towards its center. That is what Cinnabon... Oh, hello. Hello. That is what Cinnabon claimed. Oh, they're both here. T-Berg on top and Azine over here. They're doing... Are they pointing somewhere? Or are they just... What are you doing? The robot? Anyway, guys. Let's take... Oh, wow. Wow, look at what he's doing with his leg. That's not natural. That is not natural at all. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take... where did I park it? There it is. I'm going to take the Enforcer over by the old base. The original Turdistani base. And just make sure that they haven't done anything of worth. And if they have, I will, of course, destroy it. Because that's what we do. That's what we do. Where is... that's Rockwood. Where is Caroga? Or the original Caroga base. Caroga main base. It should be... Oh, always visible. Where is it? Caroga main base. There we go. There we go. Okay. Well, we'll keep it low to the ground. We don't want to get too high, just in case there's anything of interest that we can see. We got a little bit of a journey ahead of us. We're 15 kilometers away still. I think we got to go over a couple of mountain ranges. You know what? Maybe what we'll do is we'll do a supply run. I'm assuming there's still some parts. Still some parts at the base. T-Berg says Turkestan was empty at 2 a.m. this morning. We got a nice little lake over here. This view lets me see a little better. Make sure we're not going to hit anything. I love how this thing flies. I'm very happy with the design of this Enforcer. Look at that. 7 days. Even at maximum forward velocity, we got 7 days of power off of, I don't know, was it two batteries? 3 batteries. We're now just under 10 kilometers from the base. Let's drop altitude again. We'll come in under the radar systems. Oh yeah, this feels like Star Wars. We're getting in so close. Coming up on 6 kilometers. There we go, we just hit 6. Unfortunately, I can't read the chat while flying. That would be recipe for disaster. Coming up on 4 kilometers. There we go. We're inside of 4 kilometers. We are at an altitude of 80 meters. 80 meters. Oh, nighttime is falling. I think we're actually headed into nighttime. There it is. There's the safe zone that covers. Oh, we got something. We got something. Ah, shit. This. Okay, hold on. I guess that's got to be a Caroga. Ooh, wow. Okay, this thing does not slow down as quickly as I hope. What is this? Who built it? Wesley. What? Oh. Do we have anything we could put in there? Yeah, we could put. We can spare 60 rounds, sure. Not rounds, 60 magazines. There we go. So we got the Carogan base over here. Oh, looks like there might have been some attacks going on. We got some things are on fire down here. Somebody attacked Somebody attacked our defenses. Oh, maybe. Maybe there will be. Maybe the game is afoot. Let's see. Let's see. Nothing was burning this morning. Oh, we're shooting at something. Oh, we're shooting into a safe zone. That's no good. Don't waste your bullets. Stop firing there. God damn it. I gotta find a way to shut off these guns. Is there anything here? No. The turds have no defenses. They only shoot at active signals. Oh, you know what it is? Oh wait, no, anti-server. Anti-server shouldn't be red. Anti-server is at peace with us, isn't it? Isn't it? Anti-server. Yeah, we have a peace treaty with anti-server. What's going on? What's going on in that restaurant? No. Well, apparently, Thomas, maybe they can't enter the... So Thomas texted about he thought anti-trigger made it so ships couldn't enter the safe zone. I think they can't enter the Carogan and the Turdistani safe zones, but clearly they can enter that main safe zone. He didn't tell me if he made that change though. Let's see, can we enter? Oh, yeah, we can enter the safe zone. I don't know. I don't know what he meant by can't enter safe zone. Clearly I can. Which, you know, comes in handy. So now I can pull out some supplies without risk to the ship. Who made the safe zone? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Azine says at the back is a nice parking space. Oh, well, whatever. We don't need to park. We'll just fly. Let's see. What should we help ourselves to? I gotcha, Thomas. Well, it is what it is. Medical components, metal grids, motors. Oh, motors are good. Motors are good. Powers. Oh yeah, let's see. Oh geez, 4,000 power cells. Yeah, let's take like 888 power cells. Oh, we can only fit 592. Oh well. Oh, you know what we need? Forget the power cells. Let's put the power cells back. Let's put the power cells back. We don't need your stinking power cells. I'm putting 500 power cells back. Ignits. Ingots? Ingots. Where are the ingots? Ore storage. Well, do we have any uranium ore? The ore storage is full of drills. Great. Okay, that's ice. So ingots is over here. Now, do we have any uranium? No. Let's see. Do we have any uranium anywhere in Caroga? Uranium. No. 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 Okay. So these are only the uranium that runs the station. So I guess they've already moved all the uranium over. Let's see. Do I have anything left in my storage here? No. No, nothing left in my storage. Jay and Silent Bob. Okay. That was interesting. I don't think. Let me guess. There's no thruster components because nobody's got platinum. Nobody has platinum. Okay, so let's load up. Oh, reactor components. How are we? Okay, let's load up on reactor components. That'll be something. We can take it with us. And I guess this is the wrong side. Yeah, this is the door we came in. There we go. Okay. Going back to the chat. Yosef says gravity weaker while drilling towards its center. Yes. T-Berg says join Caroga today. It's fun. Hazine says indeed it is, T-Berg. Vile Mike says for those that care, Miri is done. Not the best episode. We tried something and it failed. And there were other issues, so there is that. Well, Vile, I'm still look forward to watching Miri. And some people say, oh, it failed, but sometimes those turn out to be the best episodes. Dan23, I like red. Well, then Caroga is for you. Vile Mike says, I can post it today, but Caddy will most likely not be able to join us, as she is partially grounded right now at her mom's house. Oh, wow. She partially grounded because she did Miri so bad? I'm kidding, Vile. I hope everything's okay. Actor says, begun the clown wars has. Dan23 lols. Vile Mike says, Actor, I'm more worried about Revenge of the Shits.
Sassy.
Oh, Sassy.
What?
Sassy wants attention. Dan23 says, the design reminds me of something from Star Wars Legend Old Republic. And Dan23 says, there's a Futurama episode where they use old people as batteries to power things. Yes, yes. Cinnabon Bunny says hello. Welcome, Cinnabon. Dan23 puts in some poop emojis. Wesley says, sorry, back now. You don't have to be sorry, Wes. Vile says, reading the chat is recipe for disaster. I thought just Bird being behind the controls was recipe. Yeah, well, let's head back. Let's head back. It's pretty boring. The turds haven't done anything here. So I think what I'll do is I'll get some altitude so I can read the chat this time while flying. There we go. Actor says, but we're here for the disasters. Unsubbing. Wesley says, the random dying sucks. Actor says, is Turtistan infected with some lethal virus? I think it is. Maybe nanites. William Devine says, nah, random fire is normal. Actor says, must be Shadow's followers that spread as a bioweapon in Turtistan. And Dan23 says, the game is afoot. The game is afoot. We're just a few short weeks away from Star Trek 6 on Star Trek Saturdays. We just had yesterday was Star Trek 2, The Wrath of Khan. A wonderful, wonderful movie. I was so happy. Watching Star Trek 2 yesterday with all you guys. It was far more fun than I thought it ever would have been. I want to thank you guys all who came yesterday and watched it with me. It was a lot of fun. A lot of fun. I forgot just how good. I mean, I always knew Star Trek 2 was a great movie, but just to watch it with everyone there was a lot of fun. Anyway, so we have Star Trek 3 this coming Saturday. Hopefully Star Trek 4 the following Saturday, which will be another incredible one. Star Trek 5, which will be a fun one. And then Star Trek 6, the game is afoot, which is going to be biggie. Big. It's going to be the biggest one. And then we get Generations and the other movies in the orders in which they came out. Which will still be fun, but not let's face it. After Star Trek 6, it is certainly all downhill. Wesley Crutcher, Bird of Prey, I should go to Turtistan next to balance the teams. If you want, Wes, you could. You could. It's completely up to you. I mean, I don't know what T-Berg and Azine are doing. I mean, they're welcome to stay on Caroga. They're welcome to go to Turtistan if they want, obviously. I don't own them. Yet. No, I don't own them. I would love to see Ector and Epic get back into the game. Maybe they will on a new server with some different, well, not a new server, but some different rules and different setups. So I mean, like if Ector and Epic were both active in Turtistan, the teams would be pretty balanced. Honestly, I think Thomas, Anti-Trekker, and Chris would be able to do quite a bit. However, I think the real problem is just that the game is not working for them. I think it would be a lot better balanced than they think if they were actually working on ships and mining resources and doing the things you need to do in the game. But if I can completely understand if they're dying every time they come in the game, that's going to make it boring. That's going to make it boring for them, and I understand they not wanting to put their time in. I'm just happy I got to show off how nice Caroga came out this round, especially the town of Rockwood here. I see. It looks like somebody's building something there, so we'll land. Where should we land? Is there room on the roof? Nah, we'll just land out here. We'll just land out here. That's fine. In fact, we'll park it next to the Hornet. I don't understand why missiles need platinum. It's not like missiles need any type of fancy ores in real life. There we go. We are locked in, powering down engines, and that's it. That's all we got to do for this one. Okay. Well, I'll hang out. I'll hang out here by the ship till I finish reading the rest of the comments, and then I think we'll call it a stream. And maybe Anti-Tracker will go on. I don't know. I hope he's feeling better. We saw, obviously, if you guys haven't noticed, didn't see, Anti-Tracker put out a short video today that he knows he was late, but he wasn't feeling great, and if he's up to it, he will stream later. So we all hope Anti-Tracker is feeling better, and there's always a chance that once I finish, he might just go live. So that would be great. Assuming he's not already in the chat and talking, which he might be. In which case I'll get to it in a minute or two. So I don't know what that ship is going to be. Okay. Dan23 says computer, guns off. Actor says, Vinyl Mike, I still have to see your last review, so that gives me time before Miri. Actor says, birds admin power, activate. Wesley says, bird of prey, next time please don't make a huge starting base. Understood, Wes. Just drop pods, Wesley wants. Actor says, Wesley, Crusher, Potts made both bases. Well, Thomas and Chris M together, I believe. Under Anti-Tracker's direction. Vile says, my last review was episode 9. Miri is episode 8, Hector. So the order does not really matter much. Thomas made the restaurant. So Thomas made the restaurant. I think Chris M made the bases that we are using. Like the places where have all the refineries, the assemblers, and all those parts on the wall. Wesley says they look nice but made things too easy. And Thomas, it confirms Chris made the bases. Wesley says, well, whoever made them, great design, but looked endgame. Actor says, I stand corrected. Trek95 said, would it be possible for another team to take down Caroga? Lol. The only problem with having more than 2 teams is then we have to have more PCU, and more PCU equals slower game. And also, when you have 3 teams, you start to have allegiances, alliances, and people complain of one team treating another team unfairly. So the thought was, if we have just 2 teams, it's very clear you're on one team and the enemy's the other team. Period. The end. There's no fighting over who's allied with who or different rules. The goal is just to annihilate the other team. Period. T-Berg says Jay and not silent T-Berg. T-Berg says Jay and not so silent T-Berg sci-fi fan. Gotcha. Wesley says someone destroyed my turrets. Oh well. T-Berg says Freddie Mercury went platinum. He liked a thruster in real good. Oh. Track 95 is lolling. And does Frank like thrusters? T-Berg says I enjoyed the movie alongside you while building the base. Very cool. Track 95 says I know this ship like the back of my hand. Yes, Star Trek 5. T-Berg says after what I did to Anti-Tracker's Uber ship, I'm not going on his team. I hate cleaning toilets and shaving hobbit feet. Thomas Potts is considering it took 4 Carogans to kill me and destroy 1 tower. I think we have a good chance, but the fracking server problems. I hear ya. T-Berg, why the name Rockwood? Well, T-Berg, if you look at a map of New York State, you will see that next to Caroga Lake, New York, is the small town of Rockwood. And in the mornings, I'd go up there with Dad O'Prey sometimes. And we could either go into Caroga for breakfast, or we could go into Rockwood for breakfast. And sometimes we'd go to Rockwood. One time I threw up from eating some of their bacon. It was delicious when I went down, not as delicious as it came up. But still, Rockwood was a pretty neat place. Even smaller than Caroga, though, as small towns go. Actor says, I took Anti-Trekker's ship for a walk and T-Berg assaulted it in an alley. Actor says, that's the ugly truth. Sharon Moore says, Bird of Prey 5, after the Star Trek movies, will you move on to Star Wars, Starship Troopers, Blade Runner, Back to the Future, basically any other sci-fi franchise movies, watch-alongs? You know, Sharon Moore, I was thinking about that. I was thinking we're going to do the TOS movies, the TNG movies. I'm guessing we'll do the JJ movies just because. After that, I was assuming we would do Star Wars movies. At least 6 of them. I don't know about the last 3. And after that, I honestly wasn't sure. But you know what? Back to the Future trilogy, like Ghostbusters, those movies, those sound good to me. Maybe we'll do some voting as we get closer. But I mean, we've got half a year, I think. Well, let's see, how many weeks? We've got Star Trek 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 3 JJ movies, 13, at least 6 Star Wars movies, 19, maybe Rogue One, so 20. I mean, we're already half a year. We're 22 weeks in. We have 22 weeks of movies to watch for sure. So that's almost half a year. We'll worry about the other movies at some other point. I don't plan that far ahead. God knows. I mean, I'm still doing YouTube and everything is still going good. But Jesus, I mean, who's going to know really what 6 months will bring? YouTube might shut down in 6 months. They might ban everybody. I could get sick. I don't know what could happen in 6 months. So I don't plan that far out. But for the foreseeable future, Star Trek and then Star Wars. After that, we'll see. Vile Mike says, I want Bird to do Super Mario Brothers the movie, because I bet he will not get anything that's going on. Vile, I love the Super Mario Brothers movie. The one where King, whatever, Cooper, whatever the hell his name is, was the fungus, and they were de-evolving people. This is the live-action Mario Brothers movie, right? I love that movie. It was a different universe. And the only thing was this moss-covered planet. And it turned out the moss, I don't want to give away spoilers, but it turned out the moss was not what we thought it was. Or the fungus, whatever. Nicole says he thought there would be no more. Lol. Trek 95 is any word on Anti-Tregger, not since his video earlier. Mike Richards says, oh, movie Saturdays with smartass comments. Yeah, we can do that. Thomas Bot says, Turtistan missile, Nicole, our secret weapon. T-Berg says it's an ore detector, Hopper. Just get back to base. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, I don't want to keep building if it's just going to be restarted. Yeah, that's why I'm warning people. However, you know, it's part of the game. It's just to build. Everything you build eventually gets destroyed. Unless it's the Great Pyramids of Giza. Thomas is under Anti-Trekker's direction. Don't you mean his whip? I was trying to be nice. Shromore says, Mike Richards, wouldn't it be fun for Bird of Prey to do a DVD commentary tracks on Saturday night movies? Bird is certainly better than 90% of DVD commentaries out there. Oh, well, thank you, Shromore. I greatly appreciate that. Trek 95, I would treat all teams unfairly. I mean, if the rights were not an issue, which they are, and they always will be, I would love to do something like a Mystery Science Theater, where we watch movies and comment, whether it's me and Anti-Trekker, or even me and Mama Prey, or whatever. I would love to do that, but, you know, it's just not legal. Not legal. Really. Nicole says we need to pay the bill, but need money to do that so soon. 2 weeks around there. We need money to pay the bill. We need to pay the bill, but need money to do that so soon. 2 weeks around there. Okay. What did I miss, Nicole? I'm not sure. Mike Richards says, Shrunmore, indeed. I know you got a new job, Nicole. I think. Congratulations. T-Berg says the JJ movies. Oh my god, no. We got to do it, Track 95. We have to. Yosef says, yes, instead of director's cut, we get to bird circumcision. No. I'm not re-editing the movies. Thomas says, everyone pick a Lord of the Rings extended edition. So I am not going to do Lord of the Rings. You know, I might have to, but I've never seen Lord of the Rings. I walked out of the first Lord of the Rings movie, and I never went back for any of the others. It was literally the worst thing I could frickin' imagine. I was seeing it in college or right after college. I went with one of my buddies, and I'm like, this can't be that, this is terrible. And at one point, I just got up and I went outside and started playing the video games in the movie theater. And I was playing video games for like an hour and a half. So then I went back in the theater and was like, I guess this is going to be ending soon. He's like, dude, no, there's like another hour and a half. I was like, no, you're kidding me. And I left again and I asked somebody in the movie, like, how long is this movie? And they're like, 3.5. I was like, fuck you. I was so pissed. I was so pissed. I hated it. I hated it. Those hobbits with their hairy feet. Oh, man. I don't understand. Who the hell? I mean, I know lots of people love it, but Jesus Christ. Give me Harry Potter over Lord of the Rings any day. And not that I love Harry Potter, but did something crash? I just heard an explosion. I don't see any smoke. Not that I have great love for Harry Potter. I mean, Harry Potter's okay. But I would take Harry Potter many times over Lord of the Rings. Although everybody's telling me you should rewatch it, blah 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 blah. I can't imagine if there was one movie I'm sure I disliked. It's Lord of the Rings. I can't imagine it's going to go any different. But at some point I will have to give it a second try. So, although I'll be honest, I don't think I could do 3.5 hours. I mean, Lord of the Rings, we'd have to put in an intermission. We might have to break it into like a morning and an afternoon stream or something. I don't know I could do it all at once these days. Certainly, my bladder wouldn't hold out. Actor says a bird circumcision is a very delicate operation. Wesley says Bird of Prey 5, anyone can join Cinnabon's Empyrean server. Very cool. Well, if you want to give out the details, feel free. Or post them on antitrekker.com if you want, in general discussion or something. Joseph says, Thomas, cool idea. I have extra long versions. Actor says, King Cooper. Yes, King Cooper. Track 95 says, I've never seen any of the Lord of the Rings extended editions. John Street says, Bird of Prey, we never speak of the Mario movie. Why? It's a good movie. Actor says, King Cooper, no longer a mini. Joseph says, the only good thing about the Mario movie was the song from Roxette, Almost Unreal. Vile Mike says, okay, Miri is ready to go, premiering at 4 p.m., so Bird better be done by then or watch it while streaming. That's 4 p.m. Central, because that's 2 minutes. It's going to be close. Nicole says, got a new job. Yes, 2 weeks before money. Lol. Oh, very cool. Very cool, Nicole. Well, yeah, you got to wait a little bit for that first check to come in. I hear you. Trek95 says, I've never seen a JJ movie, but I will watch Lord of the Rings. Josh says, Bird of Prey, you need to watch the 3 Hobbit movies, then the 3 Lord of the Rings movies. Live with Matthews says, what? You left Lord of the Rings too soon? Bullshit, I did. I was getting physically ill. Wesley Crosby, Bird of Prey, I thought it was named Rockwood because of how hard the trees are. Yosef is asking if Trek95 has really never seen a JJ movie. Actor says, now you heard an explosion. Well, I did. You know, it takes a while for sound to travel. Trek95, yes, for real, Yosef. John Street's Bird of Prey hates hobbits with hairy feet. Now we know why he hates anti-trekkers so much. Actor says, that's why I can't join Caroga. Why, you're a hobbit? Trek95 says, after watching any JJ movie. Try after watching any JJ movie. I gotcha. Try Lord of the Rings after watching a JJ movie. Nicole says, yes, one of my super soldier squirrels got through, blah, blah, nah, ha, ha. Live with Matthew says, can we please do a Google Hangouts with several of us and do a Mystery Science Theater style movie review of something like A New Hope, something actually fun. Well, Google Hangouts is dead, but we could do StreamYards. I have premium StreamYards, so we could do that. We could get 6 people in. The problem is we can't broadcast the movie. I could broadcast the screenshots and just tell everybody where to start on the movie. If you want to do that live with Matthew, if you're interested, we could try to set that up. Maybe on next Sunday or something. A Sunday Funday. Seems like we have a pretty good audience at this time. A day, if you want to do A New Hope. Although, yeah, something actually fun. We could do that. Joseph says, we can rewatch Discovery with your commentary. We could. But that means I have to then get Discovery into digital format. Make screenshots. You know, all that stuff. If I could just plop in, you know, CBS All Access or Netflix and play it, that would be one thing. But you guys are not going to be able to hear the audio or watch the real video if we did this. Wesley says, Bird of Prey, if YouTube shuts down, I will watch your show somewhere else. Oh, thank you, Wes. Live with Matthews says, Josh Reed, there are no Hobbit movies. Mama Prey says, Wesley will be outside looking in through the window to watch. Thomas Pod says, Wesley, I think the stream is on Pornhub. I think he streams on Pornhub. Actor says, Joseph, no, why, no. Wesley's a Bird of Prey. I did build a pyramid. You destroyed it. I didn't destroy it. I didn't destroy the pyramid. I don't know how it got destroyed. It wasn't me. It's like that Shaggy song. Wasn't me. Wasn't me. I think that's Shaggy. Kennewick says, or Bird could do one with Terminator. Terminator is free on YouTube. Kennewick, just because Terminator is on YouTube doesn't mean it's something I could do. It would still... Terminator is a copyrighted movie, and it could still hurt the channel tremendously if, God forbid, they decided to give me a copyright strike. Unfortunately, you could only use actual public domain movies, which I don't know if there are any at this point. I'd have to look. But if there are, Jesus, they'd probably be sucky movies. But if we can. And Vile says it's 4 p.m. Okay. We're closing it down here. Guys, go check out Vile Mike's channel right now. He's got a premiere starting with the Vile Child. A review of Miri. I promise you it will be at least as fun as the last 20 minutes of this stream has been. So don't don't feel like you're getting a downgrade. I'm going to go watch it myself. I'm a big fan of Vile's stuff. And Santa Claus Conquers the Martians is a public domain movie, according to Mama Pray. Actor says his bed counts as clothing. Vile says, sorry, my laptop died, had to switch to phone. Wesley, Bird of Prey, you don't like Lord of the Rings. What? We'll talk about it another time. Joseph Actor, it'll be funny with Joe, how he explodes, you know, pure fun. Hi, Matthew, Bird of Prey, I have to think about how to get the logistics of it to work out, but it would be fun. Kennewick says 4 p.m. Pacific, 7 p.m. Oh, okay. It's not this second. 4 p.m. Pacific. Okay, so check out Vile Mike's channel in a couple hours. Actor says Vile bullied Bird into submission. I was being nice. John, it is time for me to end the stream either way. You know, that bladder isn't going to hold out. John DeMarco says, catch you all later. Joseph's a Bird of Prey, you can put it on like DS9. I mean, that's what we'd have to do. We'd have to do screenshots every, few seconds. If that's good with you guys, I'm down with it. Plan 9 from Outer Space. We could do Plan 9 from Outer Space. One of the worst movies of all time. We could totally do Plan 9 from Outer Space. Nicole says Manos, The Hands of Fate is very cool. Old movie. Bird would love it. Vile Mike says pissed Bird, not now. PST. Not pissed. PST, Pacific Time. Not now. Okay, I'm sorry, Vile. My bad. So you know what? Then I have time to go into my correct. See, I was rushing over there. I didn't even go into my my specific cryopod. My cryopod's over here. So now I have time to go in over here. The 10 Commandments is also public domain, according to Mama Pray. Well, they might have entered it into the public domain as, a religious thing. The 1923 version of the 10 Commandments. Trek 95 says Qapla, and down with Caroga. Qapla, Trek 95. Even though you said down with Caroga. Thomas says Vile, 4 p.m. Eastern was an hour ago. William Devine says Plan 9 has lots of boring dialogue. Oh, well, we can spice it up. Actor says Plan 9 has a bad rep, but since then there were a lot worse movies. Gulliver's Travels, Mama Pray is finding too. 1939 version. Live with Matthews, Vile Mike, 4 p.m. Pacific Time, lol. And Vile Mike said I thought Bird would have seen the PST and understood that means Pacific Time, my bad. I skipped right over it, Vile, my bad. My bad. Okay, guys, have a good night. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. Say hello and I guess goodbye to Rockwood. I guess we'll be starting new soon. I hope so. Check out, hopefully maybe Anti-Tracker will be coming on at some point soon. Or he might not. Maybe then we'll see him tomorrow. And once again, reminder, this Tuesday will be Deep Space Nine. Wednesday will be a special Bed Life stream at around 4 to 5 p.m. Eastern start. Closer to 5 p.m. Eastern start on Wednesday will be a special Bed Life stream. Tuesday will be Deep Space Nine this week. Good night. And Qapla. Thomas says, bye, Bird of Prey. Joseph says it's like 11:05 p.m. here. Actually, early already in bed. Qapla and down on your spouses. Good for you, Joseph. Actor says he thought it was post-Star Trek Disorder. And Nicole says Psycho Space Time. PST. Mike Richards says farewell from Columbus, Ohio. Farewell, Mike Richards. Farewell. Good night, all. And I gotta hit the exit. Qapla. Yeah, Sassy. Say goodbye. Thank you all for watching my video. Please remember to comment, like, and subscribe. And don't forget to hit that bell icon. Without it, you won't get notifications of new videos. Check out birdopray5.com, the new home of everything Bird O' Prey 5 on the web. You can also check out my forum at juot.net. I'm also on social media on Facebook, Twitter, and Gab. If you'd like to make a donation, check out paypal.me/birdopray5 or on birdopray5.com. Take care.